Hey there, Virgo. Welcome back to my channel. If you enjoy my readings, please be sure to like and subscribe, as well as leave me a comment if this reading resonates with you. So this week we're going to do a Narcissistic tarot reading, and I've decided to do those once a month. So we have a full moon the night after tomorrow, which is probably going to be heavily affecting this reading. So let's go ahead and pull a couple cards for you there, Virgo. We're going to start with the Merlin cards. All right, so think about your question, whatever it is that is bothering you, whatever it is that's making you crazy. Think about it. All right, so your central and present issue, the answer to your question, is fire. So this is about tyranny, anarchy, or rigidity. So you may be dealing with someone who's just not really working with you here. So let's take a look and see who's affecting this situation. So we've got moisture as factors affecting their situation. And this has to do with a man or a young boy. And they may be making some decisions in haste. All right. And you may be dealing with a tad bit of uncertainty with this particular card. All right. And let's take a look here. So this fire card is reversed. So this is a central and present issue, and it shows a dragon on the front of the card. Now, for your past, you may have been dealing with an enemy, and the card was heat. All right. So there's an enemy and some type of regression. You might have had an enemy try to attack you, and somehow you've regressed it. You've put it back to the back of your mind, and instability. It may have caused some kind of instability in your life. All right. So let's take a second here. I'm gonna put my. I really need my little easel I usually use, but I forgot it. Let me see here. So for the other factors affecting the situation, I really hate it whenever I flip the cards over the wrong way. All right, so this is dryness, and it's reversed. And so that means that this other person that's affecting your question, the situation, they are in excess. They're using things in excess. They may have squandered something, or they may be in danger. And they might be also experiencing a lot of solitude. All right. And then for your immediate future, we've got the water card reversed, which is, it's associated with an old woman, and it says wisdom, indulgence. All right, so somebody's indulging, and let's take a quick. So what we're going to do is, this week we're going to do a Narcissistic tarot reading. So hopefully your question has something to do with someone in your life who may have been pushing you a little bit too far narcissistically. All right. So this is not only just so that you can point out the flaws in all of the people around you. This is also so that you can recognize if you yourself are being a narcissist to better the whole situation. All right. Okay. So for your current situation, the question in which you asked, the answer is dependent narcissist. You may be having trouble repelling a dependent narcissist, someone who's self-centered, disagreeable, arrogant, externalized anger, and is not trusting of others or sensitive to criticism. All right, so this particular person is a fire sign, all right, and they are tyrannical, anarchists. They are really upheaval. They are just a tornado driving into town, rigid, okay? Self-discipline, maybe. Rigid people usually have extreme amount of self-discipline to a fault. All right, I know self-discipline is usually a good thing, but sometimes it can be a bad thing. So let's take a look here at your factors affecting the situation. So histrionic traits, exaggerated display of emotions. People who have histrionic traits tend to crave the center of attention. They feel uncomfortable if they are not at the center of attention at all times. All right, so this has to do with the card that says moisture on the front of it. And moisture is a man or boy associated with haste or uncertainty. Okay? Haste or uncertainty. Let me see. I really need a little box to set that stuff on so that you can see it. I do enjoy putting a card up so that you can see it. Hold on. Still cool. We won't go and do it. Okay. Anywho, we're going to move forward. There we go. Okay, so the next card is an enemy. So it seems like you've got more than one enemy, but this is in your past. All right? This may be the same person. Just because they're harassing you right now with tyranny and anarchy does not necessarily mean, anarchy is more than one person. That is not just one person who's up against the situation. That is some serious tyranny, okay? So let's take a look and see what the Narcissist card says. It says, does not panic. Whoever this is in your past that was once a friend and turned into an enemy, they had low neuroticism. They were not neurotic. They were very calm, cool, and collected. So just because you're not neurotic doesn't mean that you don't have some narcissistic tendencies, okay? No, I think I'm pretty neurotic. I don't know. I need to go to the doc and find out. Some folks have called me neurotic. All right. So let's see what the other factors affecting the situation are. All right. So here's something that a narcissist might tell you. All right. So it's going to go right here with the dryness card reversed. And it's talking about excess and danger. Excess and danger. You can just not get that on there no matter what. All right. It's got a lion on it, and it's reversed, and it says danger, excess, or solitude. All right, and then in the narcissist card says you interrupted me. So you might be dealing with someone who is, maybe they've probably interrupted you. They've been you know, the type of gaslighting. This is a type of gaslighting, is whenever you tell somebody something and they regurgitate what you said back at them. And they can say things like anything that you say, they will just repeat it back to you. All right, let's take another look. For your future, it says an old woman, and she has wisdom as well as indulgence. And it's another histrionic trait. Okay, so like I said before, the histrionic traits are exaggerated display of emotions. Since we've already covered that one, we're just going to pull another one. Denial, defensiveness, and so denial is like the first step in basically any kind of, like, if you have PTSD, or if you have lost a loved one, or if you are in drug abuse, or anything that is a mogul in your goal, it's something that's in the way of your goals. You know, almost the very first thing that you're going to have to do is overcome denial. So, and even if it's not you that's having to do this, it looks like someone who is an older woman in your life that has a lot of wisdom and indulgence is in denial. They're not really wanting to accept whatever it is that's going on around them. All right, so just watch out for that, especially somebody who, you know, you look up to, you love. You don't want to get up in their face, and especially if they're in denial, they'll see it. Sometimes it has to slap you right in the face whenever you're in denial. You know, I've been in denial before. I didn't realize that, you know, you blame other people, whatever the situation. So anywho, so there's your narcissistic card reading. Let me see, we're going to pull a manifestation card and give you some guidance on what you can do to manifest better in your life. Manifest better, positive, because it looks like you've got a lot of people in your life that are really against you, or turned against you, or tyrannical, anarchists. Okay, here we go. Patterns for change. Cut a string on a moon cycle to do manifestations. All right, so basically what you have to do is, you know, during the moon, we got a new moon coming, and, you know, it's definitely during the new moon cycle that you want to do these type of things, but the full moon is good, and, so anytime you're trying to change something, that the moon cycles are a great way to go. And your second manifestation card is Law of Attraction. Give tenfold and you will receive it. All right, so if anyone's struggling, please be sure to, you know, leave me a comment. Let me know what's bothering you. For those that have stayed to the end, we're going to pull a Grimm card. And I only have like 10 Grimm cards. We're not going to go over the whole Grimm fairy tale. We're just going to go over the moral of the story. And let's see which one we got. The Seven Ravens. It's a warning against using harsh words. All right, so I feel like that's pretty good. This particular reading seems like, you know, you might be tempted to say something that's out of, well, maybe it might be right in line, but someone might say it's out of line. So, all right, so whatever it is that you're facing, just, you know, keep on thinking positive. If it's too much stress for you, don't feel afraid to go to a professional. You know, if tarot readings aren't really helping, then maybe you need a psychiatrist or somebody who's got a little bit more degrees under their belt. But definitely, if you're dealing with anything like this, feel free to reach out to a professional. I am not a psychic. But I do really enjoy these cards, and I hope you did too. If so, please be sure to like, subscribe, and come back and see me next week for another reading.